Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
Hi, Kevin, and I'm Ralph behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. And Ralph, today, a toast to our friends, our food friends everywhere, and to their good health. And this is an appliance review, and we're going to take a look at some of the toasters in the Cavalcade collection. So again, I can only put so many on the counter, but I thought let's have a nice sampling. Boy, aren't they shiny?
Yeah, there's a real variety here.
And they span sort of the ages a little bit, but I thought we'd start over here with this grouping, and probably one of the most prominent names in toasters, not so much now, but back in the day, was Sunbeam. And Sunbeam made a lot of they made a lot of small appliances, and their appliances were very good. And I've got sort of an assortment of Sunbeams here. Isn't this a beauty?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is really nice. It sort of has the rounded top. Some think it was inspired by the 1939 World's Fair, which sort of featured sort of the ball and spire. You'll see it also here on this one. This particular toaster of Sunbeams, they made this model in different variations for almost, I think, about 50 years. 40 or 50 years. This, Ralph, is a self-lowering toaster.
Is this Sunbeam bread?
It is Sunbeam bread, actually, but kind of by accident. I didn't. But check this out. So this is the Sunbeam toaster.
Whoa.
Okay, the bread goes. We'll let it toast, and it'll come back up. As a matter of fact, here, you know what?
Cool. So that's automatic?
Yeah, here's one. I'm going to put this down. Look at this. Look at this beautiful Westinghouse toaster. Isn't that beautiful? This is from the early 1950s. So we'll put that toast down too. But this is the Sunbeams. This is also a self-lowering toaster. This is a thin line. This was sort of from the 60s, and this you could put the toaster up against a wall. It didn't take up nearly as much space on your kitchen counter, but it's also self-lowering.
It doubles as a mirror if you get kicked out of your bathroom.
There you go. Then the other big name in toasters was Toastmaster, which you'd think, of course, Toastmaster, sure. And we have a number of Toastmasters. They made a lot of different models. But do you see this right here, Ralph, that design?
Yes.
Yeah, the three. That, whenever you saw that on a toaster, you knew that was a Toastmaster. That's their logo.
And it's got a double meaning, Toastmaster, right?
And yes, and so they also made, look at this, toast for one.
Oh.
A one slice toaster. Isn't that great? So there was many Toastmaster toasters through the years. These are just some sort of standard toasters. You'll notice too, oh look, Ralph, it's coming up.
That's
so
cool.
Beautiful is that? And look how nice that is.
You got to really keep an eye on it, though, because it's so quiet.
I know, it is quiet.
It doesn't go
so
boing.
It goes down on its own. It comes up when it's ready. That is just a beautiful toaster,
what year
the
is
Sunbeam. This one's from the early 50s, but like I said, they made them through the 1980s. Oh, this one just popped up.
I just heard it, yeah.
Here we go. Look at that, our nice Westinghouse. I got one more down at the end. This is a Toastmaster also, although it doesn't have the three little
the
design. This has a beautiful kind of almost an Art Deco look where it's sort of sloped on the one side. Isn't that a handsome toaster? This one's on a timer. I don't know if you get that microphone close. You hear it ticking?
Yeah, like
tick,
a
tick,
time
tick,
bomb.
tick, tick. Yeah.
Don't send that
it won't
email.
explode though, but it's on a timer, and so it's keeping track of the toast. But we'll come back over here. Here's one This is from Montgomery Ward's. Has the avocado green. This was very hot in the mid to late 60s and into the 70s when we were doing a lot of earth tones in kitchens. You've got an avocado green. Again, they put the chrome in the middle, and then you had the nice green on either end. Here is a Farberware automatic toaster. Now, automatic in a toaster just means it comes up on its own whenever you set it for. Here is a Proctor toaster, also from the 60s. But look how thin. No big bagels or chunky bread going in these babies.
Yeah.
All right. They don't have any of the things that we're used to today, like a cancel button. When you want the toast to pop up, you got to manually lift it. Now here's an oldie. This, let me see if I can, I don't even know what kind this is. I can't read it.
Was that kind of a common design for
Yes.
many different toasters back when they first came out?
Before these kind of automatic toasters that toast the bread on two sides at the same time, this is how you had a toaster. And you would put the bread in like so. Here's the heating element here. You'd put the bread in. You could do 2 slices at once. It would toast one side, but you had to know when to look for it. And then you would flip it around
You mean
and
otherwise
toast the other side.
Would it burn if you didn't?
Yes, it would
Oh,
burn.
wow.
It would like burn to a crisp because
Wow.
this has, you plug it in and you unplug it. There's
That-
no on and off.
That
But you
seems
kind
safe.
of, you know what? You paid attention and you said, okay, well, you know, it needs about a minute and a half on one side, and then you flip it. The nice thing about these toasters are, though, you could just toast one side of the bread. If you've ever had a sandwich that's just toasted on the outside but not on the inside, it's kind of interesting, let me tell you.
I'd like it the other way around. I think I'd like to try a sandwich that's toasted on the inside,
Inside,
but soft
but not
on
the
the
outside. Oh, okay.
But
I didn't
yeah.
think- oh, look here, that popped up.
It's so
Isn't that
fun.
beautiful?
Because
That's a good-looking piece of bread right there, toast.
does a good job.
And
So,
we like toast, okay? And who doesn't?
bread of life.
Yeah.
Toast and bread is life. So, are there settings on, like different settings on most of these?
Yeah,
Like-
almost all of these, other than this old manual one here.
So-
There's settings on all these toasters.
This old manual one, you said people used to have to pay attention
and flip the bread
and unplug it physically
Yeah.
from the wall socket. So
because it just heated up.
seems
and
so
that was
dangerous.
it.
But I guess people were a little more weren't expecting their appliances to do all the work for them.
No, it was, a lot of things weren't automatic. Stoves weren't ovens weren't automatic. Washing machines weren't automatic. A lot of appliances were not automatic.
What's good though is that of all the modern conveniences and changes that our world goes through, toasters have stayed pretty consistent. Seems
For the
like
most part.
just about everybody has a toaster that does basically the same thing it's been doing for a number of years, right?
Toast some kind of bread. We've made the slots bigger to accommodate bagels and
English muffins.
and other kinds of things. Of course, now there are toaster ovens. They've been around. Toaster ovens have actually been around since the 50s.
That's
but,
a whole other ball game.
that is another ball game. Maybe we'll just do a show on that.
Because that's if you want to warm up like a pizza or something.
I love these. These are side facers. So it's like, these aren't like this, but this is oriented this way, so that what is the side of the toaster is actually the front of the toaster. So you can put it up against the wall. And these are both full designs that they had. The back side is just brushed stainless steel, but on the front they had these nice designs. Here's also a sideways toaster, if you want to call it that. This is a General Electric.
That's the toaster that thinks it's a radio.
And then, of course, for the family. Ralph, you grew up in a big family.
I sure did.
Okay, and me too, so not as big as yours, but you know what? Growing up, we had a 4-slice toaster.
Yeah.
Because, Mom needed to make a dozen slices of toast.
Yep.
And boy, you could double your money right here.
Yep.
This is a Mary Proctor, part of the Proctor Silex family. And here's a 4-slice toaster. So, you know what? Again, just look at how beautiful so many of these are designed. I just always am amazed at the thought that went into not just the function, but the actual form on these toasters and how beautiful they are. They were really something that people were proud to have on their kitchen table or on their kitchen counter. These wonderful toasters.
You know, you appreciate good design in these appliances, as Kevin and I do.
And you know what? You think about these toasters. Here's a toaster that's, let's say it's at least 60 years old, and it's still doing its function. It's still toasting bread beautifully. That'll tell you the way things used to be built to last. And just one of the reasons why we love our vintage appliances here at Cavalcade. So, you know what, everybody? A toast to you. And we are so glad that you could be a part of this little trip through our toaster collection. Again, just a sampling.
Yeah.
But fun just the same. And so you know what?
A toast to your health.
A toast to your health. Enjoy. Stay healthy. Stay well. And we'll see you next time right here on Cavalcade of Food. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.